Hi friends. Today's class is about sequential movement. So we're moving in a sequential way, like a wave or a snake, which is a nice way to move when you want to create space in your joints. So moving from your center out and thinking of creating space. We have a ball that will help us roll and move sequentially. And you can also work with a towel or a blanket. So we're going to get started with the ball between the knees, standing. Just placing it between the knees. Check your feet out, make sure they are parallel and symmetrical. Open your arms out, nice and wide, like you're going to offer a huge hug to someone. Press the feet into the floor and feel those points of opposition and the head reaching up to the ceiling, kind of like you're a star with 5 laser beams reaching out and away from your center. Bend the knees to anchor the pelvis down, and we will cross the arms one on top of the other and hold onto opposite shoulders. So you're anchoring your pelvis and squeezing the ball, and we're just going to oscillate the ribs gently side to side. Breathing into the space between the ribs in your back. And being really gentle here, bouncy and elastic as we wake up the thoracic spine and rib movement, the lungs, the sympathetic nervous system, everything getting stimulated and a little bit more circulation here. Okay, from here, let's open the arms. Inhale. Think of those 5 laser beams reaching out, cross the other arm on top. Give yourself a hug, bend your knees, and oscillate gently. Nice big breaths into your back space. Awesome. Bringing the arms down, bend the knees, and we'll just buoyantly bounce here, waking up the hips and the knees and the ankles. So we want to keep the spine in one long line and the abdominals drawing in. Bring your arms forward as you pulse and begin to send the weight back into your heels slightly. We'll pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathing, 2, 1. Stand, reach your arms up to the sky. Feel your ribs rooting down. Exhale, bend the knees and let go. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, let go. Inhale, up. Bend the knees, let go. One more time, up. And let go. Good. Keeping the ball between the knees will bring some movement into the shoulder blades. Reach the shoulder blades up. Now spreading the wings, bringing the elbows out and up, and then the hands and the shoulder blades will lower elbows and hands. So you can imagine you have paintbrushes on your hands. You're painting the space on either side of you. Shoulders, elbows, hands. Flying like a bird, and shoulders, elbows, hands. Again, shoulders, inhale, elbows, hands, and shoulders, elbows, hands. Spreading the fingers, getting a nice stretch through the whole fascia of the hands, the forearms. One more time. Nice. Taking this ball, open the feet out a little bit wider. We're going to thread the ball through the legs as we bend into the right knee, transferring it into the other hand, and bend. So we're just getting a little playful here, sending the ball through the hole, creating this figure 8 as we bend one knee and the other. So getting a little inner thigh stretch. Feel your whole foot pressing into the floor on either side. And 2. And 1. Taking the ball in both arms now. Imagine that you're painting the space with the ball. So we'll bend both knees, tracing a big circle up and down. A big circle up and down, getting low in the hips, up and down. One more time, up and down. Let's go the other way. Circle And circle up and down. Bending through the knees, the hips, and up and down. Good. Coming to center. Stand on your right foot and keep the ball in the right hand. Find your anchor points rooting down through the earth. Inhale. Lift your arms up into your peripheral vision. Transfer the ball into the other hand and exhale to lower. We'll change the other way. Inhale. And lower. So you can, if this is already a challenge for you, you can tap your foot down if you need. Or if you want to have a bit more of a challenge, try to follow the ball with your eyes so that you're not depending on your vision for balance, but you're using your proprioceptors. Different part of your nervous system, calibrating. All right, and the left side, let's bring the left foot down, and arms go up, transfer the ball, and down. So we're rooting through that standing leg, thinking of roots all the way down to the earth as the spine grows to the sky and we follow the movement of the ball with the eyes. One more time each side. Okay, place the ball between the ankles. We're going to give it a squeeze. Squeezing from the ankles. Feel the insides of the thighs engage, the pelvic floor, the abdominals, the whole length of the front of the spine, up through the top of the head. Pressing down into the floor, inhale, raise the heels, and exhale to lower. So this is helping us keep the weight into the big toes as we raise and lower the heels. Let's move our wings as the heels go up and down. Inhale up. And exhale down, getting the hands and fingers involved with these waves. Make it yours, make it a dance. Looking for movement from the center out. Again, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. We're going to take this ball down to the floor with us. So you can place your towel in the middle of your mat if you need some support for your knees, a little padding. We're placing the ball underneath the hands in front of us, and this is going to help us with a sequentially moving cat stretch. So we're going to start with the ball forward. Keep your shoulders low so you're not overextending the shoulder joint, and send your sits bones back, tailbone to the ceiling. Inhale here. Now send the tailbone to the floor using the abdominals to articulate, and we're going to exhale and roll the ball towards us as we roll through the spine. Keep the head down to the floor. Inhale into your back as if you have wings in your back. And then we're going to roll the ball away from us. Exhale. Feel your heart reach forward and your sits bones reach back and open. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine as if you have a tail reaching down to the floor. Round spine, inhale. And exhale, push the ball away from you, creating space between the vertebrae as the pelvis rocks over top of the femur bones. Inhale. Again, tailbone initiates down, roll yourself up. Inhale into your back, and exhale, reach it away. Inhale here, bring it back. Now we're going to bring it over to the left side. Put your left hand in the center of the ball and the right hand on top, interlacing the fingers on top. We're going to roll this ball away from us on the diagonal. Exhale, inhale here, and draw it back from the tailbone. Exhale. So we're getting a stretch on the right side of the back. Inhale into your back space. Roll the ball away. Exhale. Take a nice inhale into the heart. Feel your sits bones reaching to the sky, and then tailbone draws you back. Exhale. One more time. Inhale into the back. Press the ball away. Exhale. Inhale into your heart. And come on back. Exhale. Good. Bring the ball over to the right side. Right hand in the center of the ball. Left hand is right on top of it, interlacing the fingers. Inhale. Press the ball away from you on that right diagonal. Exhale so you get some space on the left side of the rib cage. Inhale here. Send the tailbone to the floor. Exhale. Roll it back. Big inhale into your back. Press the ball away, roll it away. Inhale. And tailbone under, roll it back, exhale. One more time in. Roll it away, exhale. Inhale here. And come all the way back, exhale. Good, unroll the spine. We're going to come to standing. So let's take that beautiful coordination with us into a standing position. You can place the ball back between the knees for spacing. We're going to round the spine, starting with the head. Inhale, bend the knees, exhale, and then the head is going to reach forward, chest reaching forward, and sits bones reaching back. Inhale here, feel your whole spine engaged in this long extension. Exhale, round the spine, and draw yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, chin to chest, bend the knees, round down. Try to bring the back parallel to the floor. Send your two sits bones back and wide behind you. Inhale, and draw it back. Exhale, using the abdominals to articulate, and up. We're going to add some arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, dive them down. Exhale. As you reach your heart open the arms out to the sides like you're flying. Inhale. Tailbone initiates the rounding and drawing it back up. Unfurling as the arms open. Heart to the sky in. Dive up and over. Exhale. Try to create space between your vertebrae here. Inhale, heart open, arms wide. And exhale, rounding as you curl up. So you're going to feel all those intrinsic muscles of the spine engaging. So beneficial for our posture. Rounding, bend the knees, extend, inhale. And round back up. Exhale. Heart opens. Good. We're going to now move in a slightly different way sequentially. So the arms are going to come forward and the sternum rounds backwards. Head and shoulders are rounding forwards as the hands come together. From here, open the heart. Extend the spine as the arms move back and shoulder blades slide together. Inhale. Exhale. Heart melts back and hands come together. Inhale, heart shines forward and arms move back. Slide your shoulder blades together. You can add a bend in the knees as you round down. Exhale. Inhale, open. And again, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, round down. We're going to come back to standing. Keep reaching your fingers away from you. If you feel any tension in your neck, you might want to drop your arms a little bit lower. We'll trace some figure eights with the hands, but the movement is coming from the shoulder joint. So thumbs initiate as we internally rotate forward and externally rotate back. Internally rotate forward, externally rotate back. So we're feeling our deltoids working, our upper back muscles. Again for 3, 2, 1. Good, and bring it down. Keeping the ball between the knees. Bend the knees, reach the hands forward, keep the bum low, and we're rolling through the ankles. So lift the right heel down, and then the left heel down. The right heel down, and then the left heel. Try to keep the weight even in both feet. And left, one more time. Right and left. Stay low. Can you lift both heels up and lower? Both heels up, lower. Both heels up, lower, up. For 2 and 1. Oh la la. Come to standing. Good work. We'll leave the ball to the side for a moment. Taking a lunge forward with the left foot, the right foot back. Zip the pubic bone up towards the ribs. Bend the knees. So getting into our lunge, press into the feet and lengthen. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press and lengthen. Inhaling to bend. Press and lengthen. Again for 2, One more, we're going to add some sequential movement with the spine. So from here, bring the head towards the pubic bone. Inhale. You might feel a little more stretch in front of this right hip. Press through that back leg and extend the spine, unfurling, creating space. Straighten the front knee, inhale. Bend both knees, exhale. Head towards pubic bone. Back leg lengthens, unfurl the spine, inhale. Front knee lengthens, exhale to bend. Add the arms as the back leg lengthens, unfurl the spine, arms reach forward. Front knee lengthens, inhale, arms reach up. Heart up, exhale, bend the knees, round the spine. Back leg lengthens, inhale. Front knee lengthens, exhale, and round. One more time, getting a nice stretch in front of the hip. Lengthen, up, and round. We're going to lengthen, keep it long. So we're engaging all those intrinsic muscles of the spine. Turn your heart towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, bring it to center. Again, inhale, heart turns towards the left. Bring your shoulders width and center. One more time, twist and center. Come to balance. Change sides. So your right foot is forward and your left foot is back. Zipping pubic bone up towards the ribs. You're going to find that stretch in the front of the hip. Bend two knees. Inhale. Press into the earth. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. And lengthen, exhale. In and lengthen. Two more. You're doing awesome. One more. Stay down. Bring your head towards your pubic bone. Inhale here. Feel this stretch. Lengthen that back leg. Unfurl the spine. Straighten the front knee. And bend. Head to pubic bone. Inhale. Unfurl. Front knee lengthens. And we bend. Let's add the arms. Bending. Unfurl the spine. Arms reach forward. Straighten the front knee. Arms reach up. And bend as you bow your head to your belly. Lengthen that back leg. Reach the arms long. Up and bend. Brain to belly. Last time, reach it long, hold it. So we're keeping this long diagonal. You're going to turn your heart towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, center. Again, inhale, twist. And center. One more time, twist. And center. And come forward to stand. Beautiful work. Let's make our way down to the mat with our ball. You can bring your towel with you and place it underneath the head. So I'm going to lie on my right side. And the ball is underneath my left hand. You might want to use the towel like so, or place your arm underneath your head, whatever feels comfortable. We're just going to roll this ball away from us with the right hand and feel that sequential movement through the spine as the sternum comes towards the floor. From here, draw your spine backwards, your shoulder blade back, and begin to look towards the ceiling. So it's just a gentle mobility exercise now that we're all warmed up, creating a little bit more mobility in the spine and coordination through the arms. One more time, roll it forward and roll it back. Okay, let's change sides. So lying on your left side, the ball underneath the right hand, and you can support your head with your arm. Inhale, reach it forward and draw it back from the sternum, spine, shoulder blade. So we're getting a nice twist through the spine, or maybe you can feel it in the sacroiliac joint. Twist sternum towards the floor, and then spine draws it back. One more time. Twist sternum towards the floor, and draw it back with the spine. Okay, let's make our way onto the back with the ball between the knees. Coming into some bridging. So the ball is a nice spacer, and it's activating adductors and pelvic floor. Inhale here. Imprint the pelvis. Exhale. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pressing your pelvis up to the sky. Squeeze the ball. Inhale. And roll down one vertebrae at a time. Exhale. And release neutral. In. Again, rolling through the spine. Exhale. Feeling each vertebrae, each rib articulating, staying up. We're going to keep it up. Hug your waist in as if you're hugging your spine like a corset, wrapping around. You can reach your arms up to the sky for a little balance challenge and squeeze the ball between the legs for some pulses. So we squeeze, release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale and lower it down. Exhale. Inhale here. Pick your bum up all in one block now. Exhale. Pick it up and bring it down. Pick it up and bring it down. We're going to articulate the spine like a dolphin diving. So round the spine. Pick the hips up. Inhale. Now imagine your tailbone like the nose of a dolphin diving down into the water. You're going to drop your tailbone down to the mat so the lower back is arching, and then lift and roll down through the spine sequentially. Back to neutral. Inhale. Roll through the spine. Exhale. Tailbone tips like the nose of a dolphin diving, and then back up and roll. So it's okay to use those lower back muscles sometimes, waking them up. They're going to help our pelvis stay in its neutral position when we're standing. Tipping the nose of the dolphin down, up, and then rolling back through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the knees together, grab your elbows, inhale, and just bring the knees over towards the right as the elbows come towards the left. Inhale, come to center, and twist it the other way. Allow the ball to roll between the knees. So knees go one way, elbows go the other, and change. Let's bring the ball now behind the pelvis, so underneath your sacrum. We're stabilizing our abdominals. Neutral spine. Inhale here. Exhale to lift the right knee up to tabletop. And bring it back. Inhale. So we're stabilizing and just moving from that hip crease as we engage the hip flexor and release it down. Sometimes when we have tight hip flexors, they're tight and short because we're not using their whole length. So if this feels okay for you, we're going to reach this leg long down on the mat. Reach through your heel, inhale, so we get a little stretch in the hip flexor. And then exhale, stabilizing the pelvis, draw the heel back, and then back up to 90. Again, foot down, reach the heel long and away, inhale. And drop back, exhale, and back up to 90. Again, foot down, reach the heel away, and back, slide it up to 90. One more time, reach it down, and long, keep it long. So imagine there's a laser beam coming out of your heel. You're going to lift the leg now towards the ceiling without rounding the lower back. You might get a little hamstring stretch, and lower. Again, lifting and lowering. So getting that stretch as you lower and that full engagement of the whole length of the muscle as it lifts. Think of your waist, those curtains drawing closed in front of the pelvis, the deep abdominals. One more time. Lift and lower. Keep this leg long. You're going to flex and point your ankle and give yourself a little rock. So flex, point, flex, point. Find your rhythm where you feel relaxed. Try to release in that hip. Good work, hip. And we'll bend the knee, draw the heel back in towards you, and change sides. So stabilize the pelvis here, inhale. Use the abdominals, drawing down to the spine, wrapping. Exhale. Lift the other knee up to tabletop, and foot comes down. So it's just coming up to 90 degrees and down. Coming up to 90 degrees and down. One more time, up to 90 and down. From here, reach the heel a long away from you on the mat. Feel what you need to feel to stabilize as you create that length in front of the hip. And then we'll draw the heel towards the sits bone and lift. Again, foot down, reach the heel away, draw it back and lift. Reaching it down and away. Draw it back along the floor, and then the knee comes up. One more time, down, reach it away, draw it back. Keep your sits bones shining like a laser beam out as the knee comes up. We're going to reach the heel down, send it long. So feel that laser beam coming out of the heel, connecting from the structure of your bones out that midline of the heel. And you're going to lift the heel to the ceiling while stabilizing the pelvis. Feel that crease in your pants. And down. Inhale. Exhale to lift and lower. So you're using the whole length of your hip flexors. Lift and lower. Lift. We want long, strong muscles. Lower and lift and lower. Bend that knee. Right leg, reach it out. Keep it long, and we're going to flex and point that ankle. So you're giving yourself a little rock and releasing the hip. We've done this before with both legs long on the mat. So we're just playing with this one leg rocking us as we're in this extension through the pelvis. One more breath here. And draw the knee in. Pick your pelvis up, and we'll roll down through the spine one vertebrae at a time. Hug the knees into your chest. Just take a moment to release that. Go for a little rock side to side. Okay, let's bring the knees back down to the mat. The ball between the knees, squeeze it, and the hands behind the head with the fingers interlaced. So our elbows are at a 45-degree angle. We're anchoring our shoulder blades down on the back, lower back down, scooping and firming with the abdominals. Inhale. Bring the head and shoulders up. Exhale. Stay up here, trying to keep the neck relaxed. And we're just going to pulse by sending the ribs down towards the hips. Shh. Shh. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay high. Keep the shoulder blades low. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Touch the outside of your right thigh, and we're just going to slice on this diagonal, pulsing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the head. Inhale. Reach the other arm up, karate chop towards the outside of that thigh, and pulse. 2, 3, we're going for 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hand behind the head, inhale, lower it down, exhale. Good work. Bring your hands back by your thighs. Roll your pelvis up to a bridge one more time. So we're really engaging the backs of the thighs, squeezing in. See if you can reach your right leg long in line with the left without dropping the hip or shortening that side of the waist. Squeeze in, so your knees squeezing in towards each other. In, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down, change legs. Left leg reaches long, it's in line with the right thigh. And we squeeze the ball in, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down, inhale, and roll down through the spine. Exhale. Great. Bring the knees up towards your chest. We'll take the ball out, feet down, and bring the ball back behind your pelvis. So we're going to play with our balance now on the ball, with the knees up in the air. A fun challenge is to bend the elbows so that your forearms are in the air. Inhale here. Exhale, open your right knee out like a little door opening. The shin will follow with it, and inhale to bring it back to the ceiling. We'll change legs. Exhale, left knee opens out to the side, and inhale, bring it back. Again, right, like a little door opening, and the left. Notice if there's any shifting side to side. One more time each side. Good, inhale here. Exhale, reach your right leg long. Inhale, bend it in, and the left. So it's single leg stretch on the ball. Can you reach your hands up to the ceiling and stay stable? Woo! Again, one more time each side. Take it like a game. Awesome. With the ball underneath the bum, bring the knees into the chest. And this little height makes it a little easier for us to lift the pelvis up. Maybe hold on to the ball with the hand so it stays there. Can you lift your bum up towards the ceiling and then lower the back down? If this feels like too much for you, if there's tension in the neck, just come down and take a break. Or else just play with lowering and lifting from the lower abdominals. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. And then we'll pick the ball up and roll down in control. Grab the back of the thighs and come on up to sitting. Good work. So we're going to bring this ball behind us and round back into it. So it's kind of like we're crushing it with our lower back and using the abdominals to press back into it. Reach your arms forward and see if you can keep your chest wide even though we're rounding through the lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, reach your right arm out to the side. Try not to shift the weight at all. Inhale, bring the hand back. And the other arm opens. And inhale to bring it back. Again, change. Inhale. And change. Good, we're going to scissor the arms now. Right arm overhead, left arm lowers. Inhale, center, and change. Keep deepening the abdominal contraction. Change, and change. Bring it back to center, grab onto the thighs to help you come up. Good, we're moving the ball a little bit further up on the back, so it's still on the lower back, lower mid back, on the last ribs. Still using the abdominals to draw the lower back down. Reach your arms forward, inhale. Open one arm out to the side, but this time follow the hand with the gaze. The other hand can stay on the knee. Take an inhale in this spiral. Stay connected to your core. And exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, center. So we'll open the other arm out to the side. Turn the ribs. Take an inhale as you look at your arm. And exhale, bring it back. So option to do that again. Or you can follow me and add a little bit more extension. So you're exhaling here as you inhale. Take the shape of the ball. And exhale, come back. Ooh, does it shake for you? Inhale. Exhale to twist. So maybe stay here or take the shape of the ball. Inhale. And exhale to draw it back. One more time each side in. Twist, exhale. Inhale to extend. And exhale, draw it back. Last time in. Exhale, twist. Option to take the shape of the ball. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back. Grab onto the backs of the thighs and help yourself up. Woo, good work. Okay, let's take our towel if you need one for the knees. We'll bring that into the center of the mat. And we're going to bring this ball into the crook of the knee behind us, just one knee. I'm using my left leg. So with my spine parallel to the floor, you can rock back and kind of feel that support there. You're going to hug the ball with your calf and your hamstring. So as I rock forward, I want to keep the ball wedged in there, and I want to be able to lift this leg up parallel to the floor. Okay, so if this is too much for your hamstring, that's possible. You could just do this without the ball, but this is a nice challenge otherwise. So imagine flashlights on your hips are shining down towards the floor. And as we lift the leg, we're lifting it from the glute and not the lower back, and lower. Lift from the glute and lower. Lift from the glute and lower. One more time. Lift from the glute. Keep it here and pulse up. Up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take this heel and bring it towards the opposite shoulder so you're externally rotating that leg. Pulse up from the glutes. This time it's working a little more lateral aspect of the glutes. Up, up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now take this knee, bring it back to parallel, and bring it behind the other knee on the floor. You can let your hips go out to the side slightly, and then open out and look at that knee. Whew. Cross it behind, let the hip pop out to the side, and open. Can you look at your knee? 2 more. Cross it behind, let the hip pop out to the side, and then open, recenter, and look. Last time, cross it, let the hip pop out to the side, and open. Look. Good. Bring the knee down. We will change sides. How are you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. So let's squeeze that ball with the knee. Again, if it's too much for your hamstrings, don't worry about it. Just do it without the ball. Lift the leg and pulse from the glute up and down. So we'll get that full movement first. Up and down. And up, trying to stabilize so we're not shifting the weight too much to the opposite side. Up, in, up. Can you keep the chest wide, the neck long? Up. In one more time, lift it, hold it. Pulse from the bum, up, 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 up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take that heel and rotate it towards the opposite shoulder. So we're externally rotating and we're lifting again. Lift, lift, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep your abdominals engaged. 2, 1. Bring it back to parallel. Inhale. Cross it behind the other knee and let the hip pop out to the side slightly. And then when we engage it, we come back to center and look towards that knee over top of your shoulder. Again, cross it behind, look towards your hip, pop it out, and open to the side. Behind the hip, maybe pop it out, and open to the side. One more time. Back behind, pop it out, and open to the side. Bring it down. And we'll come down onto the tummy. So if your towel or blanket is on the floor, it might be nice to keep. We're going to place the pelvis on it, and then the ball is coming underneath the chest. If you have sensitive breasts, this might not be for you. You can do the same thing with no ball. So, or if this is just bringing you into too much extension, you might want to skip the ball. We'll bring the hands on either side of our body like little spiders, elbows up to the ceiling. Feel your pubic bone in the mat and then draw the abdomen in. We're going to roll the ball forward with the heart as we extend the spine, send the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale, let the ball roll in towards your belly button as you lower the head down. So again, creating that space between the vertebrae. Inhale. Roll the ball forward from the heart. Extend. And exhale. Soften and lower. One more time in. Roll the ball forward. Extend. And exhale to soften and lower. Bring the hands in front of the forehead now. Roll the chest forward, lift the heart, and lift the elbow. So you're engaging your upper back muscles. We're just going to pulse that upper back up up, creating more space between the vertebrae, more length in the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Use your hands to press yourself back and take a break here. You might want to bring the ball over top of the thighs and enjoy a child's pose with this little compression of the abdomen and a little bit more space in the lower back around the kidney area. You can feel the kidneys kind of like balloons inflating with air or parachutes, and then softening down to the floor. Again, one more breath in and out. Okay, come back onto all fours. You can leave your ball to the side, your knees on the mat, on your blanket if you have one. Reach your right arm out to the side. Inhale. We're going to come into a thread the needle spiral. So as you exhale, thread the needle through, bring the right shoulder to the floor, and look over your left shoulder towards the ceiling. Inhale, press and open. And exhale, thread it through. And one more time, press and open. And thread it through. We're going to open and bring the hand down. So that was the right hand. We'll reach the right leg long and rotate the heel backwards. So this is helping us turn our pelvis and come into this side plank with the knee down. Lengthen through your waist, strengthen through your waist, and we'll lift the top arm up and over, getting a nice long stretch as we work on our balance and stability here. You can play with the position of the shin if that helps you. One more breath. And we're going to round the sternum down towards the floor, bring the heel up towards the ceiling. You can scooch the shin forward a little bit, coming onto tented fingers. Round your brain in towards your belly button so you're getting that stretch of the hip flexor. And then unfurl the chest forward. You can stay here or settle into it a little bit deeper. Nice hip flexor stretch. Okay, and then we'll come onto the other side. So on all fours, open the left arm out to the side. Inhale. And twist, threading it through, bringing left shoulder to the floor, looking over your right shoulder towards the ceiling. And inhale, open the heart. Again, threading the needle, softening in the hips. And press down and spread. Open. One more time, thread it. And press down and spread to open. Inhale. Bring the hand down. Reach the left leg back. Roll the heel backwards. So this leg is coming into parallel with the front of the mat. You're going to press your hips forward. Open the left arm out to the sky. And maybe overhead. Getting that nice long side body stretch. Good, soften your sternum down towards the floor. Roll the toes towards the floor and the heel to the ceiling. Maybe scooch this right shin forward. Create some opposition, pulling pubic bone in towards your head and the head in towards the pubic bone. And then from there, unfurl the spine, bringing the heart forward. You might want to stay there or settle back, coming into a deeper hip flexor stretch. Good, we'll settle the heart forward, bringing both knees in to a happy baby. So the toes are coming together. You can place one fist on top of the other to settle down. And just let everything soften and relax. Feel the breath as you inhale like a wave up the spine, and then exhale, letting go, like an ebb and a flow. Each breath like a new wave, bringing a new experience, and letting go of old information, letting things digest. So when you're ready, look forward, place your hands about shoulder width on the mat. We'll rock up, tucking the toes under, come to a downward facing dog. You can take a moment and roll through the feet, stretching out the backs of the thighs and the calves. When you're ready to find some stillness here, bend the knees slightly, allow the heels to lift, and send the sits bones to the ceiling like little lasers pointing up. See if you can telescope the arms by pressing into them a little bit more. Then reach the heels down to the floor and the sits bones to the ceiling to find that opposition and length. Breathe. And we'll walk the hands towards the feet, bending the knees and unfurling the spine, rolling up one vertebrae at a time to come to standing. Good job. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, keep moving.